going to make a super delicious vegan strawberry cake. Hi, welcome to Cake Mom. I'm Abby, this is Emery, that's Aaliyah, and on this channel I share with you guys some of my favorite tips and techniques as well as recipes to help you with your home baking project. If you're new or haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notifications bell so that you can see when I post my next video. Today I wanted to share with you another vegan recipe. This is going to be an absolutely delicious, moist strawberry cake with a strawberry filling and a vegan American buttercream. As always, the recipes will be in the description below, but here's everything you will need for the cake. All-purpose flour, granulated sugar, vegetable oil, flax meal, apple cider vinegar, baking soda and salt, warm water, and strawberries. Before we do anything else, we want to make what is called a flax egg. Now, this is where you take ground flax meal and add hot water to it because it becomes this almost egg-like consistency because of the flax, which is like gelatinous when it gets wet. Go ahead and let those two things sit until the flax starts to get gelatinous in this hot water, because that will turn into basically an egg for us. Next, we want to make a strawberry puree. I like to use fresh strawberries. You can also use frozen, but realize they will have a different flavor and be a little bit more wet when you do this process. So take a food processor or a Ninja blender or a blender or anything you have.
I want to do that.
Dump some strawberries. Uh-oh. So go ahead and take a pound of strawberries and blend them up in your food processor or blender until they are a fine puree. Save 1 cup of it for your cake and set the rest of it aside for your filling later. So now you want to add all of your dry ingredients into your mixer. So we're gonna start with our flour. You put that in there? I got it. And then your sugar.
I can do it.
All right. And your baking soda and baking powder. So there's no baking powder. Go ahead and mix this on low speed just to combine everything together.
Floury.
Yeah. Now you're going to go ahead and add all of your wet ingredients into your dry ingredients. So start with your strawberry puree. All right. Go ahead and add your vegetable oil, apple cider vinegar, and by now your flax egg should be very gooey.
Trying to.
So go ahead and add that too. Alright, go ahead and mix this all together on low speed for about a minute or less until it's all combined, and then kick it up to medium speed just to make sure it's fully incorporated. Make sure you scrape down the size of your mixing bowl before you kick it up to medium. So now your cake batter is done. It is a nice shade of light pink. If you want this brighter, you can add some pink food coloring, preferably a gel, to make it a brighter pink color. I like it natural pink, so I'm gonna keep it this way. Now you're going to want to put this into your prepared baking pans. I'm gonna use 3 6-inch round pans that have been floured and oiled and lined with parchment paper on the bottom. If you prefer, you can do this in 2 8-inch rounds, or you can put this in 2 9-inch rounds. You will just get a thinner cake at the end. So go ahead and tap your cake pans to get all of the air bubbles out, and then you will want to bake these at 350 degrees for approximately 20-25, possibly 30 minutes. Just keep a close eye on them until a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. Then it's done. Cool them completely before you try to frost or fill them. Now, while your cakes are baking, go ahead and make your strawberry filling so it has time to cool before you decorate your cake as well. I am going to take my leftover strawberry puree from earlier and put it in a pot. Some granulated sugar, and some chopped strawberries because honestly, I like texture in my filling. If you would prefer this to be completely smooth, you can puree all of the strawberries. I just added an extra half a cup. Go ahead and turn your burner on medium heat, and you want to cook this until the sugar is dissolved and everything's bubbly and your fruit is all cooked. Alright, so now that your mixture has come to a boil and it has cooked the fruit completely, we are going to go ahead and thicken it. But the way we do this is we add what's called a slurry, which is cornstarch and cold water. Make sure your water is, cold or room temperature, not hot. That makes a difference. So go ahead and combine the two together and mix until it's completely smooth. So now while your filling is boiling, add your slurry until you have reached your desired consistency. I prefer it to be not too thick, but also not too thin. And make sure you bring it back to a complete boil and boil it for approximately 30 seconds to 1 minute to cook off all of the cornstarch and make sure it's as thick as it will get. Then you want to cool this completely with plastic wrap over the surface in the fridge before you decorate your cake. My vegan strawberry cake recipe. If you enjoyed this cake, you might also like this vegan chocolate cake that I did a little while back. Go check it out in this video right here. Please go ahead and like this video, comment on it, share it with all your friends, and if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notifications bell so that you can see when I post my next video. Have a great day!